I don't recommend English men, no offense.
Well, I wouldn't recommend American men. They're not shit here either.
Oh,
so
really?
I don't know.
Well, it's a global problem.
Hi guys, my name is Amaka. I'm the girl that likes to color. And this is Colorful Theories, a show where I have conversations over coloring books with some super dope creators. Today I have a real Renaissance woman. Born and raised in Belfast, but now based in London. She is an artist who blends dance, electronic, and soul music together combined with great storytelling. She is a TEDx speaker, a mental health advocate, and a performer who's open for people like Sister Sledge and Macy Gray. Her newest EP, Fever, combines real dance floor emotion and raw feelings on the inside. From topping charts to mentoring the next wave of artists in the UK, she is proof that saying yes can really change everything. So I really want to welcome Winnie Ama to the show today.
Thank you so much.
Hi!
Hi.
How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm good. You're so, your face is very kind. Do you know that? Do you get that a lot? Seeing you smile makes me want to smile.
Oh, that's good. Okay, that's really good. Excellent, excellent. That's what I want.
Yes. Okay. I like to let my guests choose the coloring page that we work on. Can you show the class what we're working on today?
This is what I've selected today.
Good. Why'd you pick this one?
Simple but complex, not too complicated. So I feel like we'll get it finished.
Real.
Yeah.
Very good, very good, very good.
Looks pretty.
It is pretty. It looks like a little flower petal here. I do like that it's simple too.
Yeah.
So I will let you pick a few colors.
All right.
And then we'll get started. I like to start off the show with a game called Undertones. So it's a game where we explore the psychology behind our favorite colors. If you will. Yes. So I'll start by asking you, what's your favorite color?
Red.
Ooh, we have a lot of red lovers on our show. I love it here. Okay, so a few words that represent the color red. So you have excitement, strength, energy, and passion. What is something that you are super passionate about right now? That's not music, because I feel like that's a given. But
Yeah.
Other than that, what's something that you're passionate about?
Okay, I'm very passionate about facts. I feel like it's really important to be able to distinguish a fact from a feeling. And I don't think that everybody naturally can do that. And I think that sometimes getting caught up in emotion that feels really certain because it's strong can feel like fact, and that can be really dangerous. So I really think it's important to challenge how one feels in the first instance, because maybe it's not helpful. So facts. I feel really passionate about discerning a fact from a feeling, as a topic. That's quite deep. So maybe something lighter. What else?
I think that is an interesting question, because I feel like that comes from a personal experience that wasn't. I feel like you have something in mind when you're answering like this.
Yeah, I just feel like there's so many versions of fact right now, and they're often not facts at all. They're just feelings or thoughts or ideas.
It's true.
But a fact is an empirical thing. It's like mathematics. There's no negotiating with a fact. And I don't think it's as clear as it should be. What is a fact and what is a feeling? So I really love telling stories. That's one of my favorite things. I don't care if it's in a song or verbally. I think storytelling's so beautiful. So facts, I'm really passionate about it.
So negative words associated with the color red. You can be a little aggressive, maybe a little angry, and negative as well. So what are some of your pet peeves?
Pet peeves. I'm not a fan of people eating with their mouth open.
Okay,
The
fair.
sound of it, especially if it's a banana or something really wet, awful. Really, like, I feel rage. That will make me feel rage. No, it's a hard no from me. If I see someone eating a banana and talking at the same time, I'm going to leave.
Oh.
That's I can find any reason to get out of the room because it's just, I won't be able to concentrate. Yeah.
It's just like a manners thing, you know?
Yeah.
What else?
What else? Things that annoy me?
Yes, pet peeves.
Pet peeves. I don't like it when people put luggage on the bed or shoes on the bed. Like, what is that? Why do you want to get in the bed that your shoes have been on?
Outside clothes.
Yeah.
They bring
That's weird.
Are you a germaphobe?
Not really, but that's too far. I don't mind a little bit of germs, but that one's way too far. Or like if there's a really obvious social norm, like say everyone's taking their shoes off and there's one, and you can see them calculating, like I can see everyone taking their shoes off and they're like, no, I'm not going to take mine off. I'm like, why would you do that? That annoys me. There's so many things. Now it's all coming to me.
I'm crying.
Yeah. I don't like when, for example, when it can be a text, but then it's a call. And I'm like, this could have been a text.
This could have been an email.
Yeah, this could have been an email.
This really could have been an email.
Yeah. That's annoying.
The story of my life, but hey.
Yeah.
Whatever gets the bills paid, y'all.
Yeah. Just got to.
Okay. Cute. It's just a little icebreaker.
Yeah.
So, thank you. We're going to move on into a segment now called Shades of You. So, this is our main segment. I just want to ask you some questions, get to know you a little bit better. Your parents are from Ghana.
Yeah.
But you were born and raised in Belfast.
Yeah.
And now you live in London.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cultures, like, coming together. So how would you say, like, each place influenced your music and your artistry?
Ooh, nice. Okay. So my parents are from Ghana, but I only went there one time, like 6 years ago.
Okay.
But my mom is like a real mix of Ghana and Northern Ireland.
Okay.
And they're quite similar. They're very family oriented. They're very like values based. They're very principles based cultures. They're like, yeah, very family oriented. So the Ghana part, I think it's important for me to make sure that I think about everybody in a scenario. So that's like very Ghana. Like you'll bring food and you'll tell the whole street. Like
yes.
You'll start from the middle and you'll work your way out and you make sure everyone has something. So my family's very, very like that. It's like a little bit communist in like mindset. They're just like, make sure we all have.
Yeah.
And I feel like in music, there's lots there's different types of people in every sphere, but in music in particular, you'll get like the super competitive ones. You know that they're only chatting to you to get information out of you so they can use it either against you or for themselves in the future. And you can tell sometimes it's really aggressive. I never, ever want to be like that. Ever, ever, ever. I think it's really important in music because it brings people together. And I feel like it's really important to behave in that way as well as like, it just feels like music is so beautiful. And then to make a nasty part of it, it feels like terrible. I hate that. So I don't like anything competitive or anything where it can mean that I have to like get above someone to get forward. I hate that. No. So I feel like that comes from the Ghana part of my culture. Northern Ireland. So Northern Ireland, I don't know if you know much about the history of Northern Ireland and the Troubles. So the Troubles were, it's like basically it was a civil war, which is pretty much over, but there's like remnants of it in little pockets. And it was the Catholics versus the Protestants. And those are really proxies because it's two different cultures in the same area. The Protestants colonized the Catholics. This is like a really messy summary. And when my family moved over there, my parents were going to university. They were not bothered about this at all, which is very unusual. There were no black people in Northern Ireland. Me and my sister were the only ones at our school. So growing up like that, being like 1 in like 800 or 2 in 800, I think give me a few things, but it gave me a unique perspective of what it feels like to be different and also to stand out. It was quite inclusive, so I wasn't ever really bullied or anything like that. But when I see someone who stands out or looks different or like slightly doesn't fit in, I always make a massive effort to make sure they feel fully included, because I know that it could be bad. Even if it's not intentional, they could feel really left out and really, and that's a terrible feeling. So my music is intentionally very inclusive. So often I don't use any gender pronouns because I want everyone to be able to sing it and get involved. Usually I try and sing about things that are universal because I want music to bring everyone together. And I think things like mental health, and it's in the music industry, was very neglected until quite recently. So I did a mental health first aid course, and I'm always open to talking about things like that with people, because I feel like it's a really long game. I want to be singing music when I'm like 90 in my wheelchair. I'm going to say, roll me to the club. I want to sing my songs. And so we'll have to be like long-term focus. So I think community is really important, inclusiveness is really important, and everybody thinking positively is really important. So that's Northern Ireland. And then the London part, now London is very, I'd say it's like a non-stop place. Like you can just keep going forever. If you, whatever niche, weird thing that you're into, you'll find your people there. Like you could just go forever trying out different things. You would never run out. So I think the London part of it brings probably the melting pot. So my music's never really one straight thing. It's never like one genre or one really obvious thing. I think it's usually a mix of a few things. And that's probably because in London there's so much mixing of everything. And also I love London because you really need to know what you want and where you're going and what you're trying to achieve, because otherwise it's going to eat you up. It's just 100% all the time. And so I think that reminder of like what you doing and where you going, like people don't leave their house unless they know exactly what's going to happen. There's no experiment. There's no like, oh, let's just meet in the park and see. Like people need to know what time until what time and so on. So the London, I think, is the mixing pot element of my music.
Okay.
Yeah.
You also had started with your poetry as well. Do you remember the first poem that you wrote?
Ooh, I don't. It was probably primary school. I don't remember what it was. No. No, I don't.
Do you remember the last poem? Do you still write poetry?
Not really, no. I think it just evolved into songs. Because if you read the lyrics of my songs, they are pretty much poems. No. But I used to love writing poems, but I realized that you can write a story and tell a whole, like paint a whole picture, like a universe or a scene, and people can sit down and read it and get immersed into it. But also when you tell a poem, it's so concise and it's so quick. Usually the whole thing's right there on one page. And you can also I like things that have multiple meanings. Usually in a story, you have to, like, it has pages before you can tell, like, okay, this thing and that thing and that thing. But in a poem, it can have like just like two sides to it, meaning like two completely different things. So I love that.
You just released your EP called Fever, and I love that. I love a good dance record. I love a good love song. If you could, it's 4 songs. So if you could describe each track in one word, how would you describe it?
Okay, great question. Okay. Fever is sexy.
Yes.
Get on You. Get on You is cheeky.
Okay.
Wide Open is. Ooh. Wide Open is longful. Is longful a word?
Yes.
Longingful?
Well, yearning.
Yeah, yearning.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Wide Open is yearning.
Okay.
And Tangled is cutesy. It's really cutesy, but in like a, not in a fun way, but it's cutesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine to be cutesy. I have issues with being cutesy, which is why, yeah, I don't really like being cutesy.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Yeah. You know when you're just like, oh my goodness, I love you so much, and it's like pure happiness. Mm-hmm. Like this is like a problem. I'm actually saying out loud, I'm like, girl, you've got problems. This is like, it's like a nice, happy love song with no undertones of anything else. It's just pure love. So it's like super cutesy.
Yeah.
And I just think normally it's more complicated than that. So I'm like, what else is going on? And I'm talking about myself.
Oh.
So.
Well.
Yeah, but yeah, cutesy.
Okay.
We'll call it cutesy.
I hate that you don't like to be called cutesy.
No, it's totally fine.
Oh, okay.
It's totally fine. Yeah.
Because like now that, I feel bad.
It's cutesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know, between the smile, the all pink, and everything, like it does give.
Yeah.
It does give like very. Like,
it's giving
really
cutesy.
girly, really.
Yeah.
K-pop heart.
Yeah, and I'm generally not. Yeah, that's like totally not even me.
It's always the innocent ones.
Yeah.
It's always the innocent looking ones. Are you saying you're a villain at heart?
No, not a villain. But I wouldn't describe myself anywhere near cutesy.
How would you describe yourself then?
Self-reflection is really important.
Yes.
I would describe myself as logical.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Give me your first answer. But. So when you filmed the music video for Fever, I think it's really nice. It's like very like sultry, very like in the club. There's lots of vibrant colors, XYZ that looks super dope. Mm-hmm. What was your vision when you, 1, recorded Fever the song, and then 2, recorded Fever the video?
So the song is about dragging someone to the club and they don't really want to go, and you're like, it's going to be fun, it's going to be really good, come through. Mm-hmm. And I generally always want to go to the party. My boyfriend doesn't like to dance, and so I'm usually having to harass him. I'm like, come on, Nola, it's going to be great. So it's about, Fever is like the contagious energy of the music and the club and the atmosphere, and like you've got the fever because you want to dance, and you're trying to like make everybody get it. You're like trying to like pass it on. So I was trying to make a song that would hopefully make people want to dance. And then for the music video, the very same. It's filmed in Lisburn and Belfast. The director is this excellent Italian director called Alessio Signorelli. And so we had this great idea to just make it really mysterious, lots of disco energy. And it starts off where I'm just feeling a bit down in the dumps, feeling sorry for myself. I've got no friends, I want to go to the party. And then I find the people, I find the music, and then have a little party. And also just sometimes I don't mind partying by myself, to be very honest. Like sometimes you don't need the people. If they're not going to come, just take yourself to the party.
Real.
So, yeah, it's just about that kind of energy and like finding the groove, finding yourself, finding your people.
Do people like to dance in London or in Northern Ireland or like in Europe in general? Like, what's the club scene like out there? Actually, now that I'm very curious.
Yeah, great question. It's very different from London to Belfast, to Europe. So London, nobody dances. London, it's not cool to dance. London, this is the London vibe. They're just like looking around. They're like, it's a little bop. It's a little like general body movement and maybe like some arms in the air, but there's no real dancing.
Okay.
No one's really dancing. I love it when people finally dance. It's rare though. It's rare to get the whole club, like everybody gets down. Belfast is different. Belfast, people lose themselves to music more, I think. There aren't that many genres of music in Belfast. It's like, there's just a few. They're really big into live music.
Okay.
And they love, like they get really into it and they like they'll dance to live music, but there aren't that many genres. Europe, anything can be going on. It could be like on the floor, doing splits and all sorts. It could be anything. But it varies a lot, but I would say London is the most conservative.
If you could create a dream music festival lineup,
Ooh.
who would be on it?
Oh, great question. Diana Ross.
Okay.
She'll be the headliner. And then let's work back then from there to modern day. So I'll put Sister Sledge on. They were great. They are so amazing. Have you ever seen them live?
I have not.
Mental. Just so tight. Like obviously they're so tight, but just when you see it, it's so crazy. Let's put Nile Rodgers on there as well.
Okay.
Nile Rodgers. Let's put Dua Lipa on there.
Okay, good. We love Dua Lipa.
And Roisin Murphy.
Ooh.
She's the singer she's Irish and she's got mad outfits. Like she'll dress up like a big inflatable and do the whole set like that. You can just hear like her head and her hands.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very unusual.
What type of music does she make?
It's like disco.
Oh, okay.
It's like disco pop or like electronic. Sometimes a little bit experimental pop. Let's put Jessie Ware on there. So, do you know Jessie Ware? I think she's English, and her music's really great. But I've seen her live a few times, and I feel like she doesn't want to be there. It's so unusual because her music's like popping, but her face is like, get me off the stage. Yeah.
And you want her on your
lineup?
lineup?
I do want her on because her music's so good.
Wow, okay.
I feel like your music's so good, you can make whatever face you want, have whatever attitude you want because it's just so popping. And she gets away with it. So, yeah, let's have Jessie Ware on there. I'd like to also be on this lineup. That would be
absolutely.
ideal.
I
Okay.
feel like that's So, in your TED Talk, the main theme was saying yes, right? So, what was the moment that you said yes to something and it ended up being really good and kind of changed your life for the better in a way?
So I was dating this silly man, and then we broke up, and I got all this time back, but I was also really depressed, and I was just wallowing in my own feelings because he was like lying to me about a lot of things. So I was like questioning everything about myself, my ability to judge people, and like everything that I knew about people as well as myself. And so I was stuck in a real rut because generally I worked in an office, I went for dinner with my friends after work, a very like stable, down-to-earth lifestyle. And then this guy broke my heart. So then I was like, okay, right, this is like such a wild thing. And I need to like reset because this is a mess. It's like everything here is a mess. And I started to think about like who I was and what I wanted, and I couldn't answer either of those questions. I couldn't describe myself, and I couldn't articulate what I wanted or like anything for the future because I'd just been like so much in the moment and like entangled with this silly boy. So then I went to therapy, and the therapist was saying like you need to have a think about back when you were young, when you were really young, what kind of things made you happy, and make sure that you're saying yes to things that are nurturing your soul and making you feel like you're growing, making you feel like you're safe, making you feel happy. Because I also found it really hard to describe things that made me truly happy at the time. So I started trying out loads of things, signed up for loads of classes after work. I did hula hoop classes, I did boxing classes, and then I did some singing classes. And so then I ended up singing, only because I was just picking random things. And my friends wanted to do swimming, and I didn't want to get my hair wet. I was like, absolutely not on a weekday, no.
Real.
Yeah. So then that's why I chose singing. And so that's how I started like just trying new things and not being shy about sharing them. Because I would be the kind of person who would never speak in class, would never speak in a business meeting in the office, would never raise my hand. Even if I'm like, I know the answer and I've got a really good idea, I would never say it. Because I would always just second guess it, and I really cared what people thought about me as well. And then I realized that it really doesn't matter. So that is the moment when I started saying yes to myself and things that made me happy, and also things that stretched me. It's mostly things that stretched me or pushed me out of my comfort zone, things that made me a little bit uncomfortable, and it turned out really great because now I'm here now. Yes, and very happy compared to what I was. Gosh, that was a nonsense. So yeah, it was just really, I guess, the deconstruction of my everything in life, or that's how it felt anyway, and then rebuilding it into something that made sense, that was really, I guess, stretching and interesting at the same time, something that was pushing me out of my comfort zone, something that would make me grow.
You are an amazing mental health advocate. So, what are some things that you do to take care of your mental? Make sure that you are grounded and okay.
Great question. So I am aware that I love working. I love working really hard. I love like saying, okay, I did this, now what can I do tomorrow? Now what can I do today, like to get a bit more? I never compete with other people because I really believe that there's space for everybody. I only compete with myself. But because of that, it means that I know that I will burn out if I just follow my gut instinct, which is just keep going. So I need to like schedule in breaks. So I'll schedule in a block of time, and it's like, do not disturb. And I learned this from my mother, because my mom doesn't have a phone, she doesn't have the internet,
Oh, wow.
She doesn't have even a landline, nothing.
She probably lives a very peaceful life.
She does. And she's a lot more peaceful than she used to be. So you can only contact her if you physically turn up at the door. You need to turn up either very early or very late, or you write her a letter. And so just like mine's way less extreme, but I think blocking out time to be by yourself and do the things that you want to do is really important if your default is to go 100%. I also really love meditating. And I think some people find meditation hard because maybe they try to do it all at once, and maybe try and copy someone who's been doing it for longer. I think the important thing about meditation is to do it at your own pace, and also like 1 minute, even just 1 minute of meditation is really long if you've never done it before. And to do guided meditations, because there's so many apps that are free out there, and free trials for other apps as well that you can use. So I love a meditation. I love a daytime one, a nighttime one. I love the guided ones. What else do I do for I've got a dog, and I got her because first of all I love dogs, but also I could be inside for probably weeks and never go outside, and this did happen. Me and my sister were at my place, and it was 2 weeks. We hadn't even opened a window in 2 weeks. And then I was like, we need to go outside because this is like not healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like not healthy at all. So we went and stood on the balcony for about 5 minutes, and I went back inside. But this is like not COVID, by the way, at this time. This is normal.
Like
time.
afterwards?
This is after COVID.
Oh, okay.
So
you really
no
did
excuse.
that just because.
Yeah, just because. We're just having a good time. Didn't know, like watching TV, chatting, listening to music. 2 weeks passed. That's crazy. So I got a dog because you just like, you have to go outside if you've got a dog multiple times a day. And so going for walks and going outside. But I have to like make myself, if my dog's not around, I have to be like, girl, get outside.
That was Shades of You. Thank you for telling me about yourself. I think you're a very interesting person.
Thank you.
We are going into the last segment called Outside the Lines. So this is hot takes, risky topics, thinking outside the box, you know. So the main thing that I want to ask you is just like, I want to explore the differences between London and the US a little bit more. The first like, here, we're not typically fond of English food.
That's fair
food
enough.
from London.
That's fair enough.
But with that being said, what is a food that you like that is actually good that I should try?
Okay, but what would you describe as English food?
I don't know. In my head, I'm thinking like y'all got like the beans on toast, and then the crumpets and everything. I don't know, but in general, everything just like looks kind of bland.
Beige.
Like it's beige.
It is beige.
It's just like no vegetables.
Yeah.
If they are, they just look like steamed and soggy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, steamed vegetables, no flavor. That's British food. But in London, I think most people are not eating British food. Beans on toast I haven't seen in a long time. But I love a pie. Have you ever had a pie? Like a British one? Like a meat pie with gravy in there. Chicken and gravy pie.
Is it like a little like empanada? Like a
No. It's like a circle pie.
Oh, but they put chicken in. It's like a savory pie.
Yeah.
Because when you say pie, I think of sweet. Like apple, cherry, key lime pie.
Okay, no, meat pie. Meat pie.
I'm Nigerian, so I'm thinking meat pie is.
Oh, I see. No. Looks like an apple pie, but it's meat in there with gravy. That's nice. It's very hot. Right? Not like there's no spicy. It's gravy flavored.
So does it sit up like a pie?
Yeah, like a pie. It looks like an apple pie, like raised. Let me be like this deep.
What holds it together? Is it the gravy? And the meat?
Yeah, so the gravy and the meat inside, and then the pastry on the outside, a little hat for the pastry. Like an apple pie, but meat inside.
That is so interesting.
It's so good. It's really good if you're in a rush. You just need to like rush around, just get the pie and eat. It's so nice.
I have never heard of no shit like that.
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Very good. It's good for in a rush. So this is miners' food. So the old coal miners, they used to take pies down with them because then they didn't need because their hands were dirty, so they'd hold the crust and then they would eat the pies and then bin that part because your hands are cool. So it's like a practical food. But British people are not known for their food, and I think that's why they went elsewhere and took everybody else's things, and because they don't have a good like tradition of food. Fish and chips. You know fish and chips?
Yeah, fish and like fries. Like what we call them, like just like those strings of potatoes and they fry them. Right?
Yeah. And the fish is like a cod and then battered, deep fried. I can only eat.
I like a fish and chip. Maybe I like an American fish and chip though.
I think it's probably a bit different. Yeah. It's like one flavor, which is weird because it's two different. It's potato and fish, but it's one flavor.
There's not like because people love to fry like catfish here. You know what I'm saying? They'll do like a lemon pepper kind of.
Oh no, there's no lemon, no pepper. Mm-mm.
Oh wow!
No. It's like one flavor, which is weird because you're eating a potato and you're eating a fish, but it tastes like one unified thing.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That's not how that's supposed to.
Yeah. And I wouldn't eat it in high quantities. Like when you squeeze it, the oil comes out.
Ew.
Even like a good one, the oil always comes out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's good if you're by the seaside because usually it's fresh then.
Mm-hmm.
I do recommend it if you haven't had it before. I wouldn't recommend it in high quantities because you'll have problems.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm still on this meat pie.
Meat pie is the best.
I'm adding this to my hypothetical list of when I will inevitably visit one day.
Yeah.
It won't be today, it won't be tomorrow, but it will be someday. What is an American food that you haven't had but you want to try?
Ooh, that I haven't had. I don't think I've ever had it. I don't even know how to pronounce it. You said it a minute ago. A key lime.
Key lime pie?
Is that lime? Lime?
Lime, like
lime.
the little.
Oh.
Like the green little.
And what's the key part?
Oh, I don't know what it is.
A key. I never had a key lime.
Because it's like a little sweet and sour, like citrusy kind of pie.
What's the sour? Is the lime?
Yes.
Sour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what is the main part in the middle made of? Limes. Can't be.
It's not like entirely limes.
What's the rest of it?
Girl.
The key part.
I actually really can't tell you.
Oh.
Because you mentioned pie, like I don't eat pie.
I love
savory
pie.
or sweet.
Oh.
You know. Are the men better in the UK? Do I need I need a London or an Irish man?
No. It's a hard no. Absolutely not. No offense to my London guys.
She didn't even think about it, bro. That's the thing.
No.
Why?
We're looking over here dreaming about your man.
Really?
Yeah, and anyone who denies it is a liar. No, American men. Because American men and women, y'all have charisma.
Okay.
I feel like it's clear what's going on and what's happening and where we stand. Mm-hmm. Whereas in the UK, oh gosh, it's like such an effort to find out how someone's feeling. Mm-hmm. Like everybody is like about 7 layers behind their real feelings. So there's like stock answers to every question. Hey, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? Mm-hmm. How's it going? Yeah, not bad. It's like so dull. Mm-hmm. So like you have to be really assertive and know what you want and state it quickly. I don't know if you have the same. Do you have like a ghosting epidemic over here?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay, fine. That's everywhere. Fine. But no, I don't recommend English men. No offense.
Well, I wouldn't recommend American men. They're not shit here either.
Oh,
so
really?
I don't know.
Well, it's a global problem. Global issues out here.
I don't know. I was just trying to expand my taste, expand my palate.
No, don't bother.
Okay.
Well, okay. So Irish guys are more forward and they act with more intent. They're also more family oriented, so I think it's quite clear what's going on because like they're going to eventually want to either bring you home to their family because family's really important.
Right.
English guys, gosh, anything could be going on. They could have another family down the road. They could like, I just feel like anything could be happening and you just never really know.
Well.
Yeah.
I guess we'll never know. Can you show the class what you made today?
Which one?
This one right here. We'll do both. One, and that one over there. I like that one. That's cute. It's like you did like a little thing in the middle here. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it wasn't actually on purpose.
It was like a little texture kind of thing. I like that though.
Thank you.
Little arrows here too as well.
Yeah.
I kept mine pretty simple, but yeah, I thought this was gonna be a lighter purple, but she still ends up working out pretty nicely. Mm-hmm. Well, Winnie, thank you for coming to hang out with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me,
Of
Amaka.
course. Can you let the people know where to find you and where they can keep up with your work?
Yes. So my name is Winnie Ama. You can find me Winnie_Ama, which is AMA _ pretty much everywhere. Winnie Ama. Instagram, YouTube, etc.
All right. Thanks, Winnie.
Thank you.
Well, this was another episode of Colorful Theories. Make sure that you like this podcast, subscribe to our channels, share this podcast with a friend, and leave a comment down below. But yeah, we will see you next time with some more Colorful Theories. Bye.